We're starting to see a lot more positive signs in the crypto market, and it's really beginning to feel like the show is about to begin. And what I mean by that is not necessarily boom, we go on this instant major run across the space, but we start to see a lot of that capital flow back in. We see the confidence return. And then, yes, this does in fact bring us to adoption. We're going to talk about that in this video, as well as a couple major things that have been taking place. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So we're looking at BTC. We're trying to figure out, is this our major reversal? Is this where the market starts to gain more confidence, where alts begin to see some of that capital inflow again? We start to go on some of these 10, 15, 20% runs left and right across the space. And then we start to get on that up only season like we've been waiting for. BTC is showing a very nice sign, and I'm trying not to get too bullish because yes, we were testing our local lows within the last week. All right. But sentiment has shifted in a big way. I'm sure many people can feel it right now. It's only about 7:12 a.m. Central Standard Time. So obviously we'll see if today brings any surprises, but there are a lot of people pointing towards this shift in bearishness. It is beginning to decline. If you guys haven't noticed, I've talked about this in a lot of other videos. We're starting to see some of the bears get out of the way. We're starting to see some of the shorts close their positions. And a big reason why is you can feel the momentum shifting in the crypto market. So one of the big things we've obviously been waiting for is Ethereum. We've been waiting for an ETH bottom. And what we're starting to see is ETH actually play into a little bit of an ascending triangle here. All right. Now we'll see if this does in fact end up breaking to the upside, if ETH can break its 20-day moving average here. But BTC dominance looking a little bit toppy. All right. In fact, it's really hard to see, but there's actually a little bit of a small inverse head and shoulders playing out here, meaning that we could in fact see a leg down for BTC dominance that we haven't seen in quite some time. Last time we saw a leg down was actually back in the latter part of November. All right. We've been severely lacking, and that's what we really need to see for us to start making up some significant ground in alts. But here's another big thing. USDT dominance starting to look a little toppy and a little droppy. All right. Again, I'm not saying this is going to accelerate and just crater here, but if you see the right things taking place, then, well, that might be where we're headed. In terms of the total market cap of crypto, we're again testing that retest box. We have an opportunity to take that leg right here. Total 2, retest. Total 3, retest. I mean, everything is playing out perfectly. Then you start to see some of the major players throughout the space accumulating. Ethereum whales, jumped ahead. Ethereum whales heavily on the buy. All right. $6.87 million worth of Ethereum bought in a very short period of time. This is just an announcement from this morning. Michael Saylor, once again, buying BTC. He's been buying this is one of the best dips he's bought. He typically buys a little bit higher, but you can start to see how this is all beginning to shift. Now, maybe this doesn't lead to a major overall run in the crypto market. Some people I know in the comments are going to say, oh, we need to see the conclusion of quantitative tightening. Oh, we need to see interest rate decreases. Oh, we need to see this tariff news really go out the door. There needs to be a deal struck with China. And the problem is that if you're waiting for that moment, you might be timing it wrong, because what we could start to see, and this is just me speculating here because of what we're seeing in the market, you could start to see the market begin to rally and gain a little bit of ground, gain a little bit of steam. And then that could be the news that causes the boom to take place. All right. So what this could mean for alts is major runs, all-time highs. Some of the assets like we talk about frequently here on the channel, ADA, SHIB, XRP, and many others, they are ready to basically have these nice parabolic runs to the upside, where the last of the shorts do get liquidated. Kind of like I talked about in my ADA video yesterday, the largest short squeeze of all time. That might be on the verge of what we're seeing. Again, like I mentioned, there are some shorts closing their positions, but there's still a big presence of them. And I think a lot of them have just gotten a little bit complacent. They've kind of lulled themselves to sleep. They've been confident because the market has been in such a downtrend for so long. But the problem is you're not in a downtrend forever. You can't stop adoption forever. And the problem is, behind the scenes, there's been major accumulation taking place. Some of these large entities are now publicly accumulating. I mean, it's not, we're kind of at a very hard pivot in the crypto market. And we'll see if, maybe we do one of these where we get a nice little bounce and we retest and we come back down and we do one of those before we send. But we're getting to a point where you can only hold the market back for so long. There's only so much of discounts to go around. And the problem is you've had people accumulating these discounts in such a way that you have to find people that are willing to dump their bags to see lower prices. And we're frankly not seeing it, right? This last week, yes, it did bring some lower prices in terms of BTC, didn't bring some lower prices in terms of some other alts, okay? They're really pushing hard. They're really stressing to try to get prices to drop lower, but it's just simply not working the way that it once did. And that's where we see a pivot in the crypto market. So I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on this. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Do you see these stars aligning? Are we about to begin this major run in crypto where adoption picks up once again, where we start to see major entities come out and accumulate, where we start to see exchange downloads increase, right? People are about to really start getting tax returns back too. That's another big thing to pay attention to here as well. So very exciting times are ahead. And it's a question of, have you done enough to prepare for this? So I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.